Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Nexus Gaming series. We are here in Division A, and on the left-hand side, we've got the members of ProBUs. We've got John Bunyan on the Junkrat, 8-Bit on the ETC, Sage, I think is what it is. Yeah, Sage on the Hogger, Earbee, I think is how you say it, on the Stukov, and Muffin on the Vala. Over on the right, we are looking at Better Than Bots. We have got Sand Whale on the Leoric. We'll be seeing Urid on the Greymane, Megan 420 on the Decker Kane, Mega Burmac on the, oh my god, on the Garrosh, and Evil Alto on the Samuro. Let's go ahead and see what happens here, as we do have a rush into bottom lane. Looking like they're maybe going to put some pressure onto these towers. Yes, Samuro's going to go ahead and use those clones to tank some of those shots, and they will get a little bit of damage here. Decker Kane using the scroll ceiling as well. Garrosh trying to pop some damage in with that Groundbreaker. Yeah, no, Kalis, Kalis, they literally have... I knew about one, but apparently Chet's saying there's a couple a year. But yeah, in the UK, there was, like, there's actually a lot of popularity for American football. People do like it. People, big surprise, people do like American football outside of America. I mean, a great example, my dad who escaped communism from Romania. He loves American football. Absolutely loves it. Grew up playing hockey, played European football, soccer if you will. He loves his Detroit Lions. Grabby's playing StarCraft 2. He's been playing StarCraft 2 for a while now. I've actually got him on my other monitor right now. He's been playing StarCraft 2 for a solid couple months. Not a couple months. I would say for a solid month at this point. In Pittsburgh, we have the Steelers, and anywhere my uncle goes in the world, there's one bar everywhere they'll play. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm sure there's. I mean, it's just like the same thing in America. Like, rugby got big in the United States. Like, I had a friend who played varsity rugby for Michigan State University. And the rugby team was considered really fucking good for Michigan State University. All right, let's talk about Here's a Storm. I'm a little distracted. Chat's popping off about sports, because we all know so much about sports. Mega's going to be able to back off in this bottom lane. Some sappers were grabbed on both sides, and we will see a few of them being shoved into the side of Better Than Bots. But now, can this red team get their sappers in, and can they get them down this bottom lane? Leoric and Hogger are going to be doing double soak between the mid to top. Samuro is going to be making his way back into this engagement, but it seems like 8-Bit and crew have the control over this wave, and are going to be able to clear out those sappers for finding much, if any, value at all. Leoric and Hogger are just, having a little 1v1, smacking each other with their giant maces. Wait. Leoric is a mace, but is Hogger's a mace as well, chat? These are the big important questions we need to ask when we're casting. Is it considered a mace, or was it be like a Morning Star? No, a Morning Star is like a solid handle, not like a chain. A flail! A flail! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! I am not the most knowledgeable on my medieval weapons, apparently. Baha likes talking about balls. Sure. Yeah. Junkrat's got balls, Li Ming's got balls. Okay, I'm done.
Go forth and claim the altars in my name. The Raven Lord demands it.
All right, I'm just waiting to see what the engagement's going to be looking like right now. Hogger and Leoric will trade out the towers as per usual for the solo laners. ETC and Garrosh are just kind of 1v1ing, but Garrosh takes a lot of damage. He does have a few potions around him, but he needs to be able to walk over to those. Pops the Indomitable. Alto trying to back off right now, but is just, yeah, okay. I was waiting to see if there was going to be re-engagement from the Samuro. Toss onto 8-Bit, but there's way too many low members on the side of Better Than Bots, and it's looking very good for ProBUs around this objective phase area to whittle down the enemy side. Samuro forced to pop his mirror images. 8-Bit. All right, Chattering Teeth jump over to Leoric. He uses the Wraith Walk to self-cleanse. Camp on the left-hand side just now came back up. 7 talent tier slowly but surely coming through. Muffin continuing to put some of that damage out. I gotta point this out, chat. Muffin is at 100 stacks on Creed of the Hunter already. That's not easy to... We're 4 minutes into the game, chat, and Muffin has 104 stacks. Honest to God, I don't think I ever see stacking this quick on a Vala. I know that there's it's probably because there's a lot more Samuro bodies to poke at. She's constantly autoing into Garrosh, so a lot of her damage numbers will be inflated. She does have effective damage, but autoing into Garrosh keeps your hatred up, keeps those stacks going up. I'm just blown away by that. Yeah, that's some really good stacking. And my apologies, I looked over at chat for 2 seconds, and Greymane does go down. Another kill over to the side of ProBUs as Muffin. As I said, keeping those autos up, but these Samuro clones are helping out a ton with this level 1. Multi-shot comes out, and that's going to be ETC finding the kill into the Deckard Cain. A third kill over to the side of ProBUs, who have so far gotten themselves a solid
Double kill
during this objective phase. European football, no way, just football, please. Actually, Brazil and most, yeah. Look, you're in my channel, and I'm in America. I'll talk how I want. How you doing, Warrior? I had someone come on my channel one time, was just like, the Viking talent isn't play it again, it's play again. Say it right. You can talk however you want, but say it right. And it's like, wait, what? That's redundant. I can talk however I want, but I have to say it the right way? What? Hope you're doing well. Couldn't play around the objective. Yeah, Vala is just Vala's having a fun time right now. Whether or not you're winning, which they are currently with the extra shots in from the objective phase, this Vala is just keeping the hatred up. Literally. Another stack just now completed out. What is that? Because it's 5 stacks total? Yeah. So that's 3 out of 5 done. 3/5 of the way done with Creed of the Hunter at 6 minutes into the game. Sorry, I know I'm stuck on this topic, and we'll cycle through some other numbers to look at those. But it's like, you gotta give credit where credit's due on a mechanically savvy player who knows just what they're doing on a hero. Like this, it's like watching a really good Kill the Zod player. I really respect a good Kill the Zod because they have so much mechanical prowess and skill to be able to land the chain combo, everything. Same thing with like Samuro's Lost Vikings. I really do appreciate those mechanical plays, but Muffins right now is having a good time, and ETC sets up another kill and steals away that last auto. A 4th kill over to the side of our blue team. ProBUs looking to maybe take down the bottom lane fort, but here's the thing, Alter Phase spawned. Okay, so they're gonna trade those out. Hogger may delay. Ooh, the timing on this is gonna be close. They don't get it. Hogger needed to delay a fraction of a second in a sense to be able to get that. And I wonder if he was sitting there like, I got this, it will channel through, just not quick enough. So 4 to 4 in our damage. Wait. Oh, it actually, so they did get the benefit of it only doing 3 to their own core though. I just realized that. As I was like, wait a minute, that should not be an odd number. Audio keeps dying at intervals. I guess that's just on my end. What do you mean by dying? Question. Like my voice or the total audio of the stream? I have had some weird microphone things. Audio seems fine. Okay, let me put a stream marker and I can come back and check this after stream as well. You haven't noticed anything? Okay. Yeah. Not like death metal's a long name. That's true, yeah. Death mosh, death metal. Mosh Pit, gonna be coming out from ETC as we talk about it right now. Rain of Vengeance from the Vala coming in. Riptire as well from the Junkrat. Chattering Teeth chasing on to Mega. And there will be the counter kill into ETC, but Vala finishes another set. Oh my god, the snipe with the frag launcher grenades. John Bunyan able to set up the double kill for the friendly team. ETC does go down. And as I said, Vala, she is 4/5 of the way through this Creed of the Hunter, and we're not even 10 minutes in. Massive, massive stacking. Really, really cool to see. How am I getting the time spent dead? So what I'm using is I'm using a different observation tool. It's called AliObs. It's a custom obs that AliObs makes. You can download it from their website for free. You can also donate to AliObs. You should do that if you do cast and you use this program quite a bit. It allows you to have more than just these two stat things. There's a control number 3 in AliObs that gives you APM. Control 4 gives you experience breakdown. Control 5 gives you the healing as well as the death time. 6 is carried objective like Tomb of Spider Queen. You can see gems. Control 7 is KDA. And then time speed CC'd is control 8. So AliObs is the jam, but Greymane will be going down. And Vala gets picked off. She is going to lose one of her Gambit stacks. She sits at 237 stacks on that Creed of the Hunter. Dear Lord. And we're looking at 33 to 23 in core HP, as those 5 shots from the single altar phase did rain into the enemy side core. They had previously 28 core HP. Power slide from ETC into the enemy team face. Mosh pits available, but no CC to set up any sort of play. And also to keep in mind, Encore is going to be the level 13 pickup. That 5% off of that mosh pit cooldown, I believe if my math is correct on that, is 6 seconds per face melt that hits an enemy hero. I think I'm correct on that. Power slide, mosh pit, gonna connect onto 2, Riptire to blast them into the mosh pit. That is a good Junkrat player right there. Instead of exploding it immediately, they wrapped the Junkrat Riptire so that the blast would push them into the ETC, not out of the ETC mosh. That is another good thing to note. Great Junkrat play. It just stops and suddenly pops back on my headset. I'm getting old. I'm guessing that. I would double check. So Windows, Windows has actually changed my, like, one of my friends used to have, like, audio issues where Windows was constantly changing his own volume on his end. So I would double check to make sure that Windows isn't taking over your audio things and it isn't trying to auto balance my screaming into your headphones. That's a possibility. If anyone, like, as I said, I had to change up mic stuff, so I'm a little afraid that there might be some weird gating issues on my end, like my noise gate might be triggering weirdly, but I think we're okay. Either way, I had put a couple stream markers in whenever you've mentioned it, so I'm gonna go back later tonight and check through the VOD.
Lay claim to the altars.
Oh, also, yeah, AJ, are you using a hardline headphone or are you using, like, Bluetooth or something like that? Because that could also be the issue, too, is the connectivity to the headphone if it is wireless. That is a good point as well. Also, Killer Kook, how you doing, friend? Good to see you. I hope I answered your question earlier. I kind of just ran through it really quickly. So, camp in bottom lane for the side of Better Than Bots, and ProBUs is going to be grabbing their own siege camp for bottom lane. The map is kind of slowed down a little bit here, as we do have equal talent tiers, but still 9-2 in kills. Sappers are getting blasted around right now, and I think only one of them actually got triggered out. You found the link for it? There you go. Yeah. That's exactly it, Killer. Hardline, wireless always fails since I forget. Yeah, I don't know. That's really weird. My assumption is Windows is doing something weird, because Windows and audio, we all know that Windows and audio are not best friends. I've literally done a Windows update and it killed all of my OBS audio once. Oh my god. Samuro getting pinged a few times here and there. The Orc is March of the Black King, also does have the Wraith Walk value from level 13-16. We haven't watched much of the solo lane matchup, and I apologize about that. I was talking about it so much earlier about how we'd never showcase them. We really haven't showcased them much in this game. Excuse me, there hasn't also been a ton of 1v1ing between Sage and the Sand Whale. Seems like they've been just kind of, a little bit of poke back and forth, but a lot of wave clear priority. Triple altar phase coming up right now, and let's go ahead and check out the APM for this as we've looked at the talents for a little bit. We'll have the trap zoning out and those chattering teeth, and I'm assuming it's got to trap them all because we have 2 traps out on the ground. Irby goes for the channel. Oh, the Yorick is actually going to be playing into the Hogger, and this is a little bit of a back and forth to stall things out on the Hogger side. Decker Kane with the channel on the right-hand side. 15 core HP remains on the right. We do have 29 on the left-hand side, but can it be lowered further? Hogger doesn't get the delay onto Mega. Is there anyone else to do so? No. Bottom lane fort is not taken down in time, and 4 shots will rain into this left-hand side core. 25 to 15 in core HP, and it's going to be a Vala finding the big burst into Samuro bottom lane. Another kill for her, as she is done with that Creed of the Hunter. Now, is that an overstacking quest? Question. No, it is not. She does have the bonus attack speed to 15%. She did lose her life once, as we did note that, and you can see it in the deaths on the left-hand side of that stat screen. It does not, Tulip. I was actually thinking the exact same thing just a second ago. So once, it's not like Fire at Will, where you have the like a quest portion but then overstacking. It is a through-and-through quest talent. As a note as well, this observation stuff, it's only available in custom games. If anyone, like you, I know someone asked me yesterday, like, how do I get APM in my Storm League? And I'm like, you can't. You can go back and watch your VOD with the Aliobs installed, and then you can check out your APM, but you can't do it live in a game. The technology is not there yet. yet. Massive shove from Stukov. 1, 2, 3 sappers over the wall. 25 to 12 in core HP as Samuro tries to put some pressure onto 8-Bit. And Mosh Pit's available. If the enemy team steps a little too far forward, they could look for some Mosh Pit. And 20 Talent here is here. All right, a little bit of slow onto the Samuro, taking quite a bit of damage. Poke damage as well. Double altar phase coming up. If both altars are channeled, it'll take the enemy team down to 2 HP, and boss is a potential win condition for the members of ProBUs. We'll see if they're able to do so. Muffin still continuing to keep that damage up, and keep in mind, they have Farflight Quiver. They have 8.25 range when they are at max hatred. At base, like without hatred stacking, I believe they are at 7.7 range. I can actually check that really quickly right now while we have this little bit of a lull. Yeah, you can see it says 8.2, but it's 8.25. I'm waiting to see if Vala's stacking does go away, so maybe we can see. Oh, she's keeping that sustained on the minion wave. Maybe it drops down. She's going to vault forward and keep that going, so we'll get rid of that. As the Stukov got the channel in the bottom lane, Sage going to get stalled out. Megan 420 is going to get blasted by the Vala Riptire from the Junkrat chasing out to the enemy side. Channel comes through. Sappers are a win condition through bottom. Boss is a win condition through top, and that's going to look like a solid
Double kill.
for the Vala. Greymane clearing out bottom, but it's going to be too split of a play. Sandwhale sitting in the bush on the left-hand side. Muffin could get hit with an Entomb. Actually, they can't because there's no Entomb available. Massive shove from Stukov. The point's going to be capped, and this is going to be game number 1 going over to the side of ProBUs. They take Towers of Doom. Really cool for reviewing. Yeah, absolutely. Glad to help, my friend. Glad to help. Sorry, my tea was steeping the entire time. Steepy tea. So tomorrow, I need to run out in the morning and grab more toothbrushes for Bandit and more. I need a lot of things. I need tape. I need the big cookies as well. Alrighty, let's show some talents, and then I believe I owe chat a nice little treat for Bandit. So let's bring it on back to Bandit and I. Let's get set up for map 2, and then we will do the treat. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out for the NGS games. It's always fun to cast a bunch of games for you all. Really just nice to hang out and have a nice afternoon. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being an awesome community. And if you'd like to get any raffle tickets into the Bandit, or the Bandit Ross, the Baja Ross giveaway, there is the details for it in chat. And the next Baja Ross, not the giveaway, but the next one we're doing, is going to be on September 19th, I think. I'm nervous to do it, but I think what we're going to do is we are going to do a reference photo painting. I don't think we're going to follow along with Bob this week, or this month. I don't know yet. I'm nervous. All right. Y'all can have some free pets as well. Do you want... Boy, you're so spoiled. Pets. 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 Alrighty. Thank you, Helen, for redeeming those treats for the good boy. And, you know, we got some free pets in there. Why not? Yeah. Now, check out this mug. Check it out. It's beautiful. Look at this. Look at this mug. Look at this. I need it. Foxington, what's your address? Easy. Easy Foxington address. There you go, Foxy. Is mug worth doxing myself? Sure, why not? Clearly, yes. No, I DM'd it to you in Discord. Don't worry. Payment will be over to you later. For the other thing, when I embarrassed you at the start of stream. When I embarrassed myself by being so dumb. All right, let's see. Is there anything we can make a little prediction on for this game? There's another Nazebo chat. Y'all want to do this again? Y'all want to do this again? You want to do the exact same bet? We're heading to Battlefield of Eternity. There's a Nazebo. Do we want to do this again? Do we want to do this? Yes? Okay, yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you, Foxen. Ruby wants to. Ruby wants to get in some betting. Mythos wants to do it. Let's go. Okay. Foxy, are you okay? Do we need to chat a little bit? Chat, no! Foxy, we can have a chat about it later. Are you doing okay? I mean, that was... Ruby's gonna drop 30K. Alrighty. Well, okay, so on that note, what I'm going to do is I am going to do the intro, and I will start the prediction just as the little intro thing is ending. Now, as a note, I want to make sure that I clarify this, as always. The way that this is going to work, it does not matter if they actually take the Vile Infection talent. What we're looking for is 175 stacks or more, or 174 stacks or less. So if it's 169, those people would win, the less than 175. If it's 170, if it's 200, then those people that 175, yes, those will be the ones, okay? So get your votes in roughly 20-some seconds. I will see you in Battlefield of Eternity. Let's go ahead and have a fun game number 2. Let's find out what happens here in this best of 3 series. Will the members of ProBUs be able to take it in 2-0, or do we head to a map number 3? Let's go ahead, and I'll see you in Battlefield of Eternity. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into our best of 3 series for Division A of Nexus Gaming Series. That was a weird way to introduce that. But either way, we got our members of ProBUs on the left-hand side in the blue. Sage going to be on the Sonya. John Bunyan on that gray main. 8-Bit on the ETC. Earby on the white main. And Muffin on the Cassia. Over in the red, we are looking at the members of Better Than Bots. We've got Urid on the Tracer, Megan 420 on the Deathwing, Mega on the Stitches. We have Evil Alto on the Brightwing, and the Sand Whale on Nazebo. You have got 1 minute and 19 seconds left. Get your predictions in. Will Nazebo finish stacks by the end of the game? We'll check on those at the end of the game and throughout as well. But right now, as I said, you got nearly 60 seconds to get your votes in, play those odds, have some fun, and we'll see if Nazebo, Sandwhale, can live up to the job of finishing out those stacks. Haloran, I'm very sorry. This is a very late warning for you. I'm sure he doesn't watch my stream, but you know, you never know. He somehow just happens to fall into stream, and he's like, no, Nazebo! The running joke, if anyone doesn't know, Haloran was a caster for Heroes of the Storm. He's done a lot of casting other stuff as well since then. But there was a Heroes of the Dorm where he really just did not like Nazebo, and he didn't like the model when it came out. So people would print out the Candy Cane Nazebo. Not Candy Cane Nazebo. Oh my god, Ginger Dread Nazebo. And take that and give that to him. So yeah. And all he would ask for is just a warning. Regardless, let's talk about the game here. No, we don't need to talk about Here's the Storm lore. We've talked about that enough, I think. I'll join you this time, Helen. Oh. Uh-oh. 2-lane map. Unless the game goes 25 minutes, probably won't finish. What about the level 4 talent, though? There is that new level 4 talent. Don't forget that. The Blood Ritual. For every kill that you get 5 stacks. I feel like that talent needs to get buffed a little bit in that stacking. I feel like 5 stacks per kill is a little on the low side. Granted, if you get 17 kills, you're like 50% there-ish. Something like that. Caster math? I don't know. Ruby believes. Wait, what? Yeah, there's a new level 4 talent for Nazeebo. Blood Ritual, I think it is, and it has a passive that if you get it, if you get a kill, you get 5 stacks on your I'll just take the level 20 to lose stacks again. I mean, hey, keep in mind, this is a different team, different player, different division. It's different play styles and everything, so gotta keep that factor in mind. We were in Heroic before, now we're in Division A, so we've dropped down two levels in the divisions. 8-Bit does go down. We're gonna find a first blood in favor for the side of Better Than Bots, and that's actually gonna be a double kill.
Double kill.
For the side of Better Than Bots to start things out on Battlefield of Eternity. Zebo, what are you thinking? Spiders? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? 24 stacks on the Zebo currently. Oh, he's spiders. All right. Hex crawlers. Hey, Vilk. How you doing, bud? The Later Gator is one of my favorite, just BTTVs. Oh, you know what I really need to add in? I need to add in the froggy ones that I've been seeing a bunch around streams. Like, I saw them all in Days, and I'm like, I need those. I need those froggy ones. Alrighty, so Nazeebo still stacking out in bottom lane, playing against the Grey Mane, throwing a few spiders out here and there. Does have 60 out of the 100 stacks on spiders, the Widowmakers at level 1. After Corpse Spiders attack heroes 100 times, their attack damage is increased by 30% and their duration increased by 1 second. Keep in mind you have the Hexed Crawlers, which restore 1% of Nazeebo's maximum health and mana, and they attack when they attack an enemy hero. And they attack an enemy hero. Huh. So long as you land the jar on the hero. So, I personally, I'm loving Spider build Nazeebo. I think that's the jam personally, but hey, that's just me. Nazeebo will actually hang out in bottom lane, continue to push things out against this wave that was summoned. Sonya pushing up the top lane. She was dealing with the Fallen Shaman camp as well. Nazeebo a little bit behind. He throws out... Okay, so the 2 towers actually will focus on to said Fallen Shaman. The race is off between both sides. It's going to be a close one between these two teams. Oh my god, it's really actually going to be close. It's going to come down to the wire on this one between both these teams, and it's actually 1,041 shielding for Alarian in favor of Better Than Bots. Top lane will be where Alarian is heading, as there was a little bit of siege from that Fallen Shaman camp into bottom lane. Sandwhale was dealing with. Oh, I know there's people in chat who are like, Nazeebo, you didn't get 2 autos off? No, Hex Spiders the last second into that minion wave? Uh-oh. 45 stacks on Nazeebo and rising for that baseline Voodoo Ritual. Let's continue into this. Do we, what do we see for our level 7s on either side? As it is going to be more spiders for the Nazeebo. We have that spirit of Ikiar? Arkier? The number of Corpse Spiders spawn is increased from 3 to 4. If Corpse Spider Jar hits an enemy hero, it increases an additional spider. So, more spiders, and more spiders. And to clarify for Ruby, if they weren't sure, what we were talking about earlier is there's a level 20 for Nazeebo where he can actually activate to remove 5 stacks of Voodoo Ritual and make yourself, like, it's a little bit like a self-cleanse sort of deal. Oh, that hook was just shy of hitting Muffin. ETC is going to face melt the Tracer into Oblivion, and Nazeebo just throwing a few spiders out here and there, stacking off of that wave still. I mean, they might not go it. They could go for Gargi upgrade. They could go for Spirit of Vengeance upgrade. They could go for the Annihilating Spirit. I know I've done that. I love a big slappy ghost. Great zombie wall polymorph, but the face melt from ETC displaces the zombie wall. And actually, in bottom lane, Sonya's going to go down to the Nexus Forces. Seems like she might have stepped up a little too far into the Deathwing, allowing that kill to go over to the enemy side. 1 to 2, 1 to 3 in kills, 8 to 8 in our levels. So let's cycle through those other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as we haven't had a chance to look at that just yet in map number 2, Battlefield of Eternity. Ruby's 30k. Alrighty, second immortal phase of the game is coming around. Polymorph onto 8-Bit, face melt once again. ETC gonna get hooked back in. Power slides away. Muffin going for the fend onto the Tracer. This Cassie into Tracer is a little annoying for the Tracer, as those blinds will make things a little difficult for the sustained damage. If I'm not mistaken, one blind from Cassia... No, that might be Joanna. Hold on, let's look at this really quickly. I think like one blind of Cassia or Joanna is like 2 clips of Tracer's auto attack. I actually might be wrong on that, but either way, the fight is breaking out. Evil Auto taking a lot of damage. No focus onto the Brightwing Pulse Bomb onto 8-Bit. Oh my god, the Pulse Bomb actually, I didn't think it was enough damage, but it is going to be. There's your Spirit of Vengeance. Big ol' Slappy Ghost coming through. Downtown Slappy Ghost, and he will be able to set up that kill into Cassia. The members of Better Than Bots really kicking off map number 2 in a strong manner. Sage, though, trying to turn things around. There's going to be a zombie while that locks in Sage. Evil Auto still going to get hit with an auto from Greymane. Leaping from Sonya. I think that was a little shy, but it doesn't matter. The kill is found, but the trade is made. 2 for 2 all in all, and our objective phase still being stalled out while we have Deathwing clearing things out bottom. And Nazebo goes and starts working on the Race on the Immortal. 78 stacks on that Voodoo Ritual for Nazebo, but also to note that, excuse me, that level 1, those Widowmaker spiders are finished out. So you have that attack speed onto the enemy heroes, right? And the duration increase. I usually go a bigger Slappy Ghost when I'm not close to 175 at level 20. Yeah, I would agree with that. We have the Arrival of God for Arrival of the God? No, Firestorm, sorry. The Arrival of the God is at level 20. It gives you all the level 7s. Either way. Yeah, the Annihilating Spirit at level 20 is great. I very much enjoy Annihilating Spirit because you can just chase down people with it. Because I think it gives it more movement speed. I think a little more damage, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's got cooldown reduction or anything like that. Maybe it's got a duration increase. I'm actually blanking on it, but yeah, that's usually my go-to. The one that I can't remember the entire details to. Sage gonna try their best to slap their way into Belith, but Muffin so very low. Is there enough damage to come out? 8-Bit eats the leap, or oh my god, eats the hook that was intended for that Cassia, the leap in from the Sonya, the mosh pit from 8-Bit, but that is ETC going down. A very low Muffin steps back in. Sage trying to back away. Greymane is trying to jump onto this Tracer, and it's not enough damage, or at least the recall buys enough time, and Greymane has to just go back to Race the Immortal. Though, if I'm not mistaken, this Immortal race should go over to the side of ProBUs, as they do have less health on the enemy Immortal and a little bit better damage onto this. But now that I say that, still very close. It is going to be Blue Immortal, Alarian, going over to the side of ProBUs. I don't remember what it does, but clear it's the best. Exactly. It's like... I'm trying to think of a hero really quickly off the top of my head where it's like such a standardized build. I mean, kind of like ETC. You just take all the face melt talents and win the game. Make sure you power slide into the camp and face melt it just at full HP, so you displace all of the minions, so your AOE Jaina or Kael'thas can't, you know, clear things faster. Yeah, face melt every single time, all the time. Is face melt off a cooldown? That's when you should be using it. Got healing reduction now too? I honestly do not remember. Here, let's break the game and find out. We got a little bit of time here really quickly. Annihilating Spirit. When Ravenous Spirit damages an enemy hero, reduce their healing received by 50% for 1 second and increase Ravenous Spirit's damage by 5% for the rest of its duration. Hey, I'm trying to read talents here. Passive, increase the range of Ravenous Spirit by 50%. There we go. I mean, duh. Always face melt. If you're ever sitting there and you're playing ETC and you're like, man, I don't know if I should be face melting right now, just remember, face melt all the time. Like Fat Nova. Face melt all the time. Stupid, I'm sorry. 13's on both sides. Top lane fort is going to be shredded right now. Sage can try and step in. There's a polymorph. The zombie wall will not be enough around them. 101 stacks for this Nazebo on that Voodoo Ritual. Power slide, face melt. Does also have the Encore at level 13, so you have that cooldown reduction on your Mosh Pit available. I don't think we've actually seen a Mosh Pit from 8-Bit just yet, but 8-Bit did have some really good Mosh Pits on that Towers of Doom game just previously. I had a replay where I was teaching night and it's absolutely blew up by face melting. My Galarian display for a few hundred people to watch. Yeah, yeah, yep, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I just play the game and you can all watch me struggle live. Face melt for VTC to knock back the enemy team. Power slide through. A mosh pit being set up here. Cataclysm from the Deathwing. A little bit of that subjugation value. That's why I saw the Deathwing model reduce in size as we check out the APM in this engagement. And Megan getting very low. Ball lightning will bounce from player to player. That will be Greymane going down. Power slide from ETC. Leaping from the Sonya. Face melt into the Tracer. She gets the face shift from Brightwing just in time as Sage needs to back away. Tracer chasing onto Muffin. Top lane does have the Fallen Shaman coming through. Same to be said by bottom. Is bottom gonna have the crazy RNG? Doesn't really matter. Deathwing will land down here and start burning down that wave. Okay, sorry. I thought I was in the... Sorry, I looked over at Discord for a second and a username threw me off for a hot moment. Either way, Sonya's clearing out that top lane. Deathwing with his little Molten Flame. It looks like he is going to go for Conflagration at level 16, which will give a lot of good value in these engagements, but we have to get to that point first. Power slide from ETC. Shred into the Tracer. Those untouchable stacks, if there were any, are going to be reset. Greymane dives in. I can't believe it. Deathwing is living with just like 200 some HP. Ball lightning comes out from Cassie. Muffin trying to make the casual 1v3 happen. The friendly team is not far behind. ETC drops the solo Mosh onto Stitches. Little dance party for the large lad. Mega trying to back away, gets a little bite to heal. Cassia does go down to the Nazebo, and Greymane finds that Stitches kill. A little bit of a back and forth, but we are going to be seeing 1 for 2 in favor for the side of ProBUs. 101, yeah, there's 101 Dalmatians. I mean, Voodoo Ritual stacks. Only 74 more to go. Only 74 minions need to die, chat. Hey, Trainwreck, how's it going, bud? Hold on. It's been a while since I did this for you. Sorry.
I mean, ass is great, so... Give me that ding dong!
There you go. Sorry to the people that watch this VOD. Either way. I hope you've been well, bud. Good to see you. Alrighty, so Immortal bottom lane is going to be arriving. 16 talent tier in favor for the side of Better Than Bots. What value can they get? What stacking can Nazebo find? Well, currently he's preoccupied with sieging rather than getting stacks, so I'm sure those bandit bucks are feeling good. But hey, a few more stacks were gained. 6 were gained in this push, and we are ever so closer to that 175 for the big payout. It's 31,000 to 24,000. This is some good Twitch betting. Some good Twitch betting. Let's pull up this APM really quickly as we have the opportunity. No 16s just yet on the enemy side, so we'll see this defensive team just looking to kind of wait for that experience to trickle in, as well as for the Immortal to move into melee range. Nice use of the face melt to displace the zombie wall. Power slide from ETC. No mosh pit to be had. It's on a 10-second cooldown still. Gorge from Stitches was really good. Polymorph will be there. We have the Scarlet Aegis from this Whitemane, but it does not sustain the Cassia enough. Hook in onto John Bunyan. Greymane rolls away, slam on the ground. Massive mosh pit leap in from the Sonya, but where's the damage? Where's the beef? ETC is the one who's actually causing this mosh pit, so he is the beef. Double kill for the side of ProBUs, as they did lose that Cassia. Bottom lane keep, does go down. Deathwing split from the friendly side, pushing out that top lane. And it looks like the core shielding will be scratched. Good defense from the side of ProBUs, as they are actually going to lose a little bit of health on said core. ETC going to be hearthing just above the keep in top lane. So we're looking at, what? 28% off the core? Yeah. And Nazebo sits at 109 stacks. The waiting game begins. I've seen an NGS game where they countered Stitches with Karazim. Very interesting. Makes sense, though. Stitches is a high health pool target. Get Gorge, press R, live. Or you can even Divine Palm the person if you can get into range of them. Cleansing Touches are also really good, too, because that mitigates the ability for him to be able to gorge you, I think. So, yeah, Karazim would be a strong play into Stitches. Absolutely. Also, different divisions, different skill levels, different play sets. Also, those are all considerations. Leap out from Sonya, as she was utilizing that as a disengage, but only a 60-second cooldown. No big deal on that one. Bottom lane does have Fallen Shaman Camp pushing in. Top lane, Impaler Camp coming in, as well as the Fallen Shaman not too far behind. Looks like the members of ProBUs will go ahead and defend their lanes. Kind of wait for that experience to kind of soak into them. Play the map safe, play it slow, and wait for the next objective phase to spawn. They went Palm and Cleansing Touch. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. I was like, if you're the guard target, you could just easily 7-sided strike every single time. But also, Palm and Cleansing Touch is just insane. Cleansing Dashes are just so good. Big damage into the Deathwing, who did try and drop down. Has to use the Cataclysm to get away. Cassia does go down. Cataclysm to disengage right now. Scarlet Aegis will be utilized by this white main as Grey main jumps onto Nazeebo, who was utilizing the Ravenous Spirit, and 109 stacks for this Nazeebo. He has been, I'm sure a lot of you are just staring at this number. So while you're staring at that, or while you're thinking about Nazeebo stacks, let's think about them and check out the other numbers. Let's check out the damage, healing, experience for game number 2 in our Battlefield of Eternity map. They played offensive in a Stitches comp rather than defensive. That makes sense. That makes sense. Did they have a secondary support, or was Karazim the only support? Out of curiosity. Just 100 more? Not even 100. Not even 100. Just needs to hit 175. It's like 66 more stacks if I'm not mistaken. Mosh Pit connecting onto 2. Curse Bolt from Greymane onto Tracer. She's going to recall, try and buy some time. Blinking away, leaping from Sonya, slamming her way into the Tracer, but not going to be able to get the last little bit of damage. Megan, 420 on the Deathwing. Going to get subjugated by this white main, reducing in size and speed, if I'm not mistaken. ETC will be traded out. No death metal because no level 20. And 20 actually approaching on the enemy side. Tracer does go down, losing those stacks. Ball Lightning finding a lot of value. Oh, the volleyball does not work out. And Sandwhale gets a nice zombie wall and is going to get some spooters onto John Bunyan. But it is looking like a solid
Quadra kill
over to the side of ProBUs, only losing their ETC. That's a trade that you take every single day of the week. Karazim was their solo. That's interesting. That's cool. That sounds like a fun game. Catapult has arrived through bottom, but it is going to be cleared out by the minion wave. This immortal phase should be won over by ProBUs, but yeah, no, it will be won out by them. Sandwhale's hanging around a little bit here. There's the unfortunate thing for Sandwhale is that the waves are so far pushed up, they can't really do anything. Sandwhale steps over here, they're gonna die. Sandwhale steps over here, they're gonna die. So these waves are very, very good for the side of ProBUs, even though they are kind of crashing into the core. It means that Nazeebo's so far pushed out, he can't stack, he can't do anything. He is just sitting on an island of no minions. He's on no minion island. Were you hoping that we cycled through the other numbers and it would be like 120 or something like that? Is that what you're waiting for? Unfortunately, Nazeebo doesn't have waves to push into. He needs these waves to actually come into him, but Deathwing is forcing these waves up with the Skyfall. Because he did go for the Arrival of God, which gives you all the level 7s. That's why you saw those meteorites coming down from Deathwing from the Skyfall. Well, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. This is an Immortal. It should be losing its shielding soon. Good. Good cleanse, good hook, good leap, very well played. Megan taking a lot of damage, going to be chunked to about 50%, does have to tap well. Greymane poking on to this keep front gate, does have the Hunter's Blunderbuss at level 20, so they have that splash damage beyond their gun, but it also deals 100% damage rather than any sort of reduced damage. Actually, I don't think it does that regardless. Either way, this is going to be the Immortal cleared out. The keep still survives the chase into the enemy side. Nazeebo. Nazeebo fans rejoice as a solid 11 stacks were picked up. 55 stacks to go. Ooh, ETC power slides. Holy shit, did Brightwing get annihilated? I mean, we talked about annihilating Spirit at level 20, but we didn't talk about Brightwing's health pool literally going from 100 to 0 in 1.2 seconds. What Brightwing? Power slide in from ETC. And the core won't be enough to actually end the game. Brightwing comes in with the phase shift. 8-bit is taking quite a bit of damage from the core as well. Scarlet Aegis from the white main. She did go for the upgrade to level 20, which is going to be Scarlet Crusade. Scarlet Aegis heals for 50% more and makes the affected allies unstoppable for 2 seconds. Sleep in from the Sonya. They're going to try and go for enough damage to end, at least to get another kill, and they will find it into the Brightwing. I was going to say to end, but I looked at the death timers. They're way too low, and that's not the case. Immortal Phase is up and available, and Nazebo not stacking. Actually, I think he did stack a little bit there. Top lane, I said the Fallen Shaman camp would get it, but it did not, and that did go down. Nazebo, 124 stacks. 51 remain.